horses here.
All right, this is test
3. Take 2. We have to talk like this. ASMR. I just arrested you.
I hate so much.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back. You hate the children. Please.
I did not eat that much.
Please. Yes, you hate the entire family.
I'm just
They're
so
dead.
full.
They're dead because of you.
I just
Ma'am,
can't believe I ate that much.
Put the gun away. Put the gun away. Please. We can talk about this. Hey, everybody.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Welcome to this week's episode
Of the Circus Saloon podcast.
hosted by Wes
And Gem.
So, this has been very inconsistent with uploading and posting and things, but hopefully we'll...
Some of us work 5 days a week.
And some of us don't work 5 days a week and only work 4 hours.
Some of us have full-time jobs.
Some of us work part-time at a retail.
And do work that goes unnoticed, but I think you are a hero.
Thank you. I wish everyone talked to me that way. Ma'am, where's the peanut butter? Open your fucking eyes! Look at the fucking aisle! Oh my god. Anyways. So for this week's kind of topic,
Sorry.
we are doing pet peeves / hot takes. So I feel like some of mine aren't like hot takes per se, but just things that people, like, I'm speaking for the people. You know what I mean? Like, we all consciously think it's not that great.
Okay.
But I just wrote it as a pet peeve because I feel like it needs to be said. So.
I think mine might be a little bit more controversial. Some of them I've mentioned to you before, and some of them I haven't. Some of them I thought of this week where I was like, actually, yeah, this is exactly what I think.
Yeah.
How many? I don't know. I feel like I got a decent list here.
Ooh, okay. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish.
Okay.
But if, like, we have a repeat, like, we can just, like, move on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you go first since you have more.
Okay. First of all, oh my god, this really grosses me out. I do not want to be around anyone who doesn't wear socks with sneakers. Bruh.
I agree.
Get that shit out of my face.
I agree.
I see, like, fashion influencers, and they slide their little sneakers on barefoot in there.
Ew.
Bitch, I know you have fungus. I know you have worms.
Athlete's foot, bro. Like, so I used to do this a lot. Like, my brother does this.
Oh,
right?
God.
Like, he will not wear to school. Like, he wakes up, goes to school, whatever. Given, like, he has to put himself together in the morning, so yeah, that's an issue. Like, he should just be able, like, you know, he doesn't have an outfit picked out.
Okay.
In his defense. But he could just look in the laundry. So he'll just get up in the morning, get dressed, and then go to school with no socks. Comes home, kicks them out. They're fucking steaming next to me. Smells like fucking vinegar in athlete's foot.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, bro, how can you live like that?
Ugh.
And it's just so foul. And, like, I don't wear socks without my sneakers. Like, if I have to run out to my car, I'll throw them on. But, like, not even all the way. Like, I'll bend the back of the heel, like, slides. Because I don't know what happened to my slides. So I don't wear shoes with no socks unless it's 2 steps out in front of my house to get something from my car. Because I don't have slides.
I feel like this came about because I have a coworker, and she's so slay. She's everything I want to be. She's older.
Mm-hmm.
You know how men are, like, silver foxes? Like, I think of her as, like, a silver, like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, she's just so sexy, but, like, she's older.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, she wears these cute little outfits, but I see her wearing, like, these chunky sneakers all the time, and then I'm like, this bitch isn't wearing socks. I know this bitch isn't wearing socks.
Not even, like, the low
I
ones,
don't
maybe?
think so. I don't believe so.
Which is also pushing it if you're wearing those low socks.
I fucking hate, like, those little ones that are just cover your toes and your heels.
For flats.
Yes.
And then they wear them
They do nothing.
Like,
they just
wear
fall
them
off
with
your
sneakers.
foot in 2 seconds.
Right. Just wear tights. Like the rest of us. I don't know why you need that little thin thing of whatever.
I don't know. I just can't. Unless you're, like, you have a collection of sneakers and you're changing it out every day.
Unless
So
you have 365 pairs of sneakers, one
Right.
for every day.
Right.
There's no excuse.
Right. Put some goddamn socks on your feet. I'm sick of seeing it.
Well, I feel like that could be a universal. Like, who likes the smell of feet like that? Like, dirty ass.
But what if people are, like, wearing no socks with sneakers and they're like, no, my feet don't smell?
That's like those... That's like women that are like, I smell like flowers. It's like, bitch, no, you smell like vagina. Like, you know, like your vagina smells like vagina. It doesn't smell like goddamn daisies and roses.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't smell. Or I don't grow hair. I'm like, bitch, I know you get waxed once a week.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's so annoying.
That was my first one.
Okay, let me see what my first one is.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Okay. The first one I feel like is just universal. Just people that are rude to service workers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I work in grocery. I've worked in the service industry.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked in the service industry. And just the way that people treat service workers, like, unless it's like a bad server where they just are not, they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
And they just want the check. Obviously everyone just wants to check, but like, be nice about it.
Yeah.
Like, unless like they are a horrible server and they call you slurs to your face and literally shoot your mom in front of you, you should be nice to your service workers, you know?
Right.
Because they do not get paid enough.
I had this on my list, but I didn't keep it because I was like, oh, I think everyone thinks this. One of mine was, I think everyone should be required to work a food service job so that you have that experience of, like, serving other people and, like, being treated like shit some days when you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think it humbles you.
Yeah.
And it teaches you to appreciate other jobs.
Right.
And it shows you, like, teamwork and camaraderie because everyone else is being treated the same fucking way. And they're like, yep. Like, I don't know. I think that job is just, if you didn't work a job like that, I don't want to be friends with you because I don't think you know how the real world works.
Right. And you think everything's just delivered with no effort.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the way you're treating that McDonald's worker is like, okay, but they're the ones that prepared the food. They're the ones that took your order. Like, without them, you would have no McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Do you believe in karma?
Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
I only believe in karma if it's in my favor. If it's not my favor, it's some other kind of work.
I think it's so interesting. I think it's very much like what you put out into the world, you will receive.
I love watching fucking instant karma compilations. Where it's like a Karen is like screaming at a service worker and they get hit by a car.
What the fuck? No, he deserved that one.
I got front row of the batting.
They're selling the knockoff merch.
I want the blood bag.
Aw, it's not even real, bro. This is a chicken's blood. Shit.
Oh, what were we saying?
Oh yeah, we were talking about food service workers. Our bad.
The live beheading derailed us a little bit.
Bro, I remember I was like 11 and I was on Facebook and there was like videos of beheadings being shared and I was like, I like just lost a piece of myself that I will never regain. I'm like 11 years old. I was like, I don't know. I think I gained consciousness, but like, it's like the sixth degree. Yeah. I got a sixth sense where I was just like, I feel despair all the time.
That's where your depression originated.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of just spreading to
And
all
the
bums.
Band-Aid over that gaping hole was One Direction.
I agree. As soon as you said Band-Aid, I knew what you were talking about. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I was gonna say
food
something.
service workers?
No.
Oh, yeah, back to the... What was
you were saying how you were using Facebook, and I don't know why I just remembered this all of a sudden. But I remember I was at Dorney in PA about, and it is fucking gross, but I just remember going there with a friend, and we're there and we're enjoying like the wave pool or something, and I had like 40 missed calls and messages and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Someone hacked into my Facebook account and was sharing porn of a man and an animal to my friends and family through my account. Like, they would get it on Messenger that said, you know, watch this, and they thought it was from me, and they fucking sent them to that. And I called my dad. I'm like, why'd you call me? He goes, what the F? I was like, Dad, what are you talking about? I was like, I was literally in the wave pool. Someone hacked into my Facebook account and shared a bunch of graphic stuff with my friends list. Isn't that crazy? And then I deleted that account because you can't recover from that.
No.
So, but I don't know why I thought of that when you were mentioning your Facebook story. It has nothing to do with that.
What animal was it?
Donkey.
Oh, shit.
If it was any other animal, it would have been fine.
Fucking the donkey, or the donkey was
I don't remember. I don't know. I didn't click on the link. I just saw the thumbnail.
Boring.
Oh my god. Let me try and get back into that account for you.
Actually, I had it saved, so let me pull it up. Is this the one?
What the hell it is? How the fuck did you find it so fast?
Sucking dick and cock. No big deal. Oh my god.
So mine was kind of like mellow. But...
Oh, I said this one to you already. I feel like this one might be more of a hot take. I don't want to be friends with you if you're not friends with overweight people.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that one just speaks for itself, really.
But not just, like, an overweight friend. I'm talking multiple.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to, like, a token fat friend.
Right! I don't want it to be, like, let's bring Fatso around.
Yeah.
And then make us look good. And then don't include them in conversations and things. They're just there to exist a little.
Like, yeah.
To make me feel better. I just feel like people that have fat friends have a different, like, outlook on life.
I think so, because, I mean, I think if you grow up fat, like, you just have to be funnier. Like, like fucking evolution. You were just funnier.
Human evolution.
Yes, you were just funnier.
Natural
it's built
selection.
in. Yeah.
And if you're fat and not funny, God rest your soul.
Yeah.
You might as well
R.I.P.
Dorime.
But I think if you're thin and you don't have that experience, but you surround yourself with like a multitude of different sized people, like, you're gonna understand again, like, more about the world.
Right.
I think.
I feel like it's always good to have diversity in your friend groups, whether it comes to size or sexual orientation or color or anything, because if you live in your same circle or surrounded by the same people all of your life, you are literally going to be the most closed-minded person on the planet.
I agree.
Whereas, like, if you have fat friends, then you hear what life's like for them, and you're like, you know what, that actually is fucked up. You know, you can't just walk into a store and get a shirt that you like, because it's not made for you.
Yeah.
Not that they don't have your size. It's literally not made for you. So if it might look good on a thin person, but then when it comes to a fat person, it's different fabric, it's different cinching. Right. It's like, doesn't look right.
Right. All right, sorry guys, you couldn't hear that story.
Yeah.
But
I just it was so sweet.
A very wholesome story about diverse friend groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just kind of skipping around, but this one is people that are like, that don't get into popular things because they don't like the hype, or they'll wait till after the wave to get into it. I'm like, okay, then it's on you when the wave is gone and you're trying to talk to me about it, and I said boring because I'm over it. Yeah. You have to get with the trend. Yeah. I'm sorry, I follow trends. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And like, how many months ago when Stranger Things came out, it was the Joseph Quinn thing. Okay, it was on that for when it was airing, then I quickly got over it because of TikTok. Yeah. And then it bored me out and I literally wanted to die because I was tired of seeing the edits. Now, it's Pedro Pascal.
Oh my god, don't get me started on that man. That's like one of my theories is like, because we watched The Walking Dead also with Andrew Lincoln. Why are your clothes off?
You said Andrew. Was I reading room wrong? Okay.
Like men who are bow-legged just have like, they're just so sexy. I'm sorry.
Pedro's bow-legged?
Yes!
No fucking way.
Yes, he is. You can fucking look it up.
I'm looking it up, but continue.
Okay. Like, they just have a funky little walk to them, and I'm like, I literally want to sit on your face.
I look bow-legged Pedro Pascal. It's gonna be some like weird edited picture. It's nothing. It's just him. There is no bow-legging over here.
We have to watch the one episode where he's walking away and his knees are pointed outwards.
I think,
and his ankles are in.
Also, isn't he portraying like a 56-year-old man? Maybe that's what he thinks 56-year-old men
bow-legged?
Like.
What? I don't know. There's something about men when they're a little dirty and bow-legged that just really
handicapped.
This speaks to me.
But like the whole like wave thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like Harry Styles' new album came out last year. I was on that fucking wave. He was my number one artist, number one album, and top 5 songs for last year because his album slapped. Mm-hmm. Now, hype's down. Like, I could care less about Harry right now.
Yep.
Like, you could tell me he was dead right now, and I'd be like, oh, that's sad. I wouldn't cry.
I would probably cry a little bit. But I agree with that, where it's like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know if it's just the younger generations are now getting into Harry as, like, a pop star, but it was, like, for me, it's so nostalgic with it, where I'm, like, I literally, like, grew up with this music, like, with him and his music.
Yeah. And now it's so insufferable, I can't even look at Harry the same. I remember when I used to go walk into a Barnes & Noble or walk into a fucking supermarket or something and see his face on a magazine and I'd grab it right away. Yeah. Now I go and magazines only have his face on it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm bored.
Yeah. I also, should probably be on my hot take list, but I feel like he's queer baiting a little bit.
Oh my god, yeah.
He talks about having relations with men, but like he only dates publicly like skinny blonde women. White. And I know that
white,
yeah. And I know that Olivia Wilde and him were never confirmed, but what the fuck, they knew what they were doing with those pictures. Like, she literally went on tour with him.
And probably are the ones that called the paparazzi being like, oh my god, I just saw Harry. Right. And then they get hunted down for pictures and stuff.
I don't know, it just feels a little, I don't want to, like, say anything. I don't know. I just feel like if you are ready to announce to the world that you're bisexual, which he's, like, done in his songs and his music videos, why are you so scared to be caught with one in public?
Right.
You've already announced it.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it was me and I was, like, a public figure like that, I wouldn't give a fuck if I was dating a girl. Because everyone would know that I'm already bi. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I've already established that.
And his audience is mostly LGBT. Right. I want to say mostly LGBTQ.
Right. Or is allies of it.
Right. So it's like, you're kind of playing a little whatever, jigsaw or something. Devil's
I actually
advocate.
had a pet peeve of a pop star. So this is perfect. I'll just go right into this. Louis Capaldi, or whatever his name is, seems like a fun guy, but his music makes me want to shove my arm through a wood chipper.
Who was that? Is that the guy you showed me?
I can't with his music. His music literally makes me want to...
Can you give us a little acapella of it?
No, I literally could not give you a riff of his song, but look at who's pulled up on my Spotify.
Wait. Yeah, because you showed it to me earlier.
Yeah, I'll play it for you right now.
Well, we
Copyright.
can't have it on the patio.
It's okay.
Oh, the name. Okay, it goes when the name.
And before you go.
Okay. Oh, hell nah.
Yeah, I fucking hate those songs.
Okay, yeah. But he seems like a cool person. Yeah, you're watching his TikTok.
Yeah, I'm like, his TikTok is so fucking fun to go down. Like, I think he's really funny. And I'm like, in real life, like, he's overweight. He's kind of fucked up looking, just like me. Yeah. Like, I think we get along very well, but do not play me any of your demos.
Don't invite me to your concert.
Yeah.
Don't give me VIPs.
I actually don't support that part of your life at all. Okay.
Let's try and keep the two worlds separate from now on. I don't want to be involved in anything unless it's to the red carpet, which I will slay at the red carpet, but I will not be listening to your solo at the whatever the event. If
you're a Louis Capaldi fan, go
click
yourself.
Off. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Click off.
You said...
No, I said click off.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I think
there was a little miscommunication. I think right there.
I think you just said it a little bit louder than I did.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll speak up from now on.
I don't know if I have any celebrities like that. Ones that I just like. I feel like
fucking. Oh, what's her name? Oh my god. Joey King. Oh my god, I want to slap that fucking bitch.
I just want to punch that bitch right in the fucking nose.
She didn't do anything wrong.
No, she just has a punch.
I'm sure she's sweet. Her fucking face, though. Oh my god.
She annoys. I think it might be trauma from the kissing booth.
You might be right on that one.
Just because
it's like her face, like, feels scrunched on her head.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, Joey King.
This one's very specific.
Okay, mine was very specific.
Okay.
Is it towards me?
People that don't put the lid on People that do not screw the lid of the soda all the way back onto the soda bottle. Because when I want to sit down and have a nice glass of crisp Sprite or Diet Coca-Cola or something, I expect a little bite back, a little bit of carbonation, something to burn on the way down, right? I don't go for a glass of soda for a pile of slop.
So, Wes is saying this to me because I have ADHD and I forget very menial tasks. Like, I will go to the bathroom. This is, like, so specific, but at work, I pee 3 times a day because I only have time at certain times in the day to pee. Mm-hmm. So I pee 3 times a day. Every single time I will leave that bathroom and I'll go, did I just flush the toilet? And down the entire hall, I'm like, I really can't remember if I flushed that toilet. Oh my god, that's so fucking embarrassing. But I can't go back because there's people in there. And also I piss 3 times a day. This happens 3 times a day. Okay? So when I'm cooking food, sometimes I'll leave the microwave door open as I'm walking away. I don't think about it. Or if Roma? Something to say?
Thank you. Oh.
And he stands by that.
Little controversial, and please don't step on my computer.
God, he scared himself. Did you see that?
He thought it was a snake.
Anyways, sometimes if I'm washing dishes, I'll turn around and I'll leave the faucet running. So, when me and Wes are enjoying a little Sprite.
A little sody pop.
A little Sprite. Sometimes I forget to screw the cap back on. Which is not an issue for me because for 21 years, I guess, I don't mind flat soda. So if it goes flat, I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll just throw a little ice in there, whatever. But now Wes is trying to undo 21 years of conditioning.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
And I'll stand by that.
Listen, it's not just not screwing it all the way back on. It's not even attempting to put it back on.
Because it's not even in my mind at that point. Like, I'm in your head. No, I'm over the task of putting soda in my cup. So, like, I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. So everything's down on the counter, and then I walk away. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to work on it. And I thought about this conversation earlier today. I was literally in my car and I was like, oh, she's going to be really mad at me if we have a 2-liter bottle of soda and I don't screw the cap back on. Like, that's how I'm thinking now, okay? So I'm embarrassed.
Now you know how I feel every time I piss in your house and I expect you standing outside my door going, you piss like a racehorse. Because the first time we ever hung out, I came to spend the night at your house, and I pissed in your bathroom, and I heard you outside listening, and you go, damn, girl, you pissed like a racehorse!
It's so funny! What are you talking
But it made me so self-conscious. I'm like, do I piss too hard?
No, you're just establishing your fucking dominance. Like, I was like, girl, slay.
So now,
like, go piss.
So now if I go piss downstairs, I put the fan on so nobody, and then for extra security, if I hear somebody walking past the bathroom, I'll stop midstream, and then they walk past.
I say it to everyone. I say it to my brothers, like, no one's safe. I'll say it to my mom, damn, girl.
You fried chicken in there.
And then my mom goes, stop. Stop it. Oh, okay. This one's pretty spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Hyper-realistic art is less creative than abstract art. I fucking hate hyper-realistic art. I'm sorry. I think it takes no brain power. I think it's all technique, and yeah, you have awesome technique, but if I wanted to look at something that looked like a photograph, I would just look at a photograph.
Right.
It's like, I don't like it when people try to make a painting look not like a painting.
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
then just take a photograph. Like, why are you using the medium paint to do this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You can do, like, Photoshop stuff to it, or whatever, like, and that's still changing it from being hyper-realistic to something different. If you're, like, editing it, liquefying, whatever the hell in Photoshop. Right.
Like, and this is just a little rant, but we both went to art school. Yeah. University. And, we had took a painting studio, and it was an upper-level course. And in it, my classmate was focusing on creating a hyper-realistic painting. And the professor was new, so the professor just took curriculum off the other painting professor. And that painting professor says that to meet the requirements to pass painting studio, you need to make a painting a week. Yeah. So I am busting my ass making 2 or 3 paintings a week. And I come into art critique and, like, I'm getting my ass, like, torn apart because my painting is stylized or whatever. Just minute shit. And then my classmate, who has been working on the same painting for 5 weeks, is getting praised because it's so realistic. It looks just like a photograph. Like, this is taking no thought. Yeah. Like, I am coming up with a new prompt, new composition, new color palette, everything, 3 times a week. Yeah. And this bitch has been working on the same fucking painting. Like, yeah. No, that just, like, ruined hyper-realistic art for me. And especially if your composition is just, like, a portrait and they're just sitting in the middle with, like, a faded background and that's it. And they're, like, not holding anything. It's just shoulders up, a portrait.
Like, if you're going for, like, classical, like Renaissance paintings or, like, political portraits like they used to do of, like, presidents. Right. That still has a style to it. Right. Like, you're still stylizing things in that. And, like, everything in there has, like, a symbol to it. Right. Or, like, I'm thinking of, like, old George Washington paintings. Or, like, like, Kenny Wiley. Like, his is realistic, but it has some sort of, like, spin on it that you know it's his. Right. So, people that only paint realism or only draw realism, like, you need to fucking branch out. Right. I feel like once you branch out from realism, you kind of discover not just, like, your style, but, like, a little about yourself, like, things you value. Yeah. When you do abstract art, or things that you are personable with, or, like, I don't know, just in general things that you're actually interested in love versus just doing a fucking drawing of lips with a lime in her mouth. Right. You know, those fucking things from Pinterest, like, you need to branch out. Yeah. You need to do something else.
And I think it's so funny because, like, when I first got to college, that's what I wanted to do was, like, very realistic art. But literally the more I branched away and the more I forced myself to, like, be more painterly and like be more stylized, the easier it was for me to make like a realistic portrait.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it just fell into place. And now like my art, like it's realistic, but it's so stylized. Like, I keep it so painterly, where it's, like, from far away, you can easily tell what this is. You can easily tell the pose, whatever. But, like, when you get close, you can see all the marks that I made.
Right.
I don't know. I see this one girl, I literally don't even bother to remember her name, because she just makes me really mad. Mm-hmm. But she does, like, these hyper-realistic portraits of herself.
On TikTok?
Yes.
I know who you're talking
Yes.
about.
And I'm just like, you making a shitty photograph is more interesting than this hyper realistic painting that you did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not denying that you have skill.
Yes.
Like, it takes so much patience and so much skill to do hyper realism, but it's like you could be putting that same effort into doing a more thought-provoking abstract painting or stylized
and
painting.
Like, maybe you're listening to this and you're thinking abstract, like Jackson Pollock's splatter paint. Like, we're not even talking about that, where it's just like being more stylized and like shifting away from hyper realism, where you are trying not to distinguish that it's a painting.
Yeah.
Then don't fucking be a painter. Like, it just makes me so mad. And then it's like, you're not thinking like an artist. You're not thinking composition. You're not thinking color palette, because you're trying to mix the exact tones of everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Where it's like you can be more fun, like your most recent painting. Like you can see the undertones of blue. You can see the undertones of pink. Like, it's not just like a typical, like, oh, white person would look like this. Here's what a white person's skin would look like. Like, you're adding more hue and undertones to it. And that's what makes it more, like, your style versus whatever everyone else is doing.
And maybe, like, my anger towards this is towards the general public, too, where I feel like the general public appreciates hyper-realistic art more than art that isn't realistic. Like, my mom does this all the time, where I'll show her a more stylized painting that I'm doing, and she'll just be like, oh, nice. But then she'll see, like, on Facebook, someone paint, like, a hyper-realistic portrait, and she's like, this is just so amazing. I just can't believe that they can do this. And it's like, what did they do? They got color theory right?
Right. And it's like a fucking landscape or something.
Right.
It's like, you know how easy it is to do a realistic landscape.
Right.
It makes me upset, because it's like, I have a specific style that I like to draw in. It's not like for everyone, but it stands out. Like, you scroll through like a hyper realistic profile, it's the same shit over and over again. And like, I feel like another thing about style is like I like to see it like evolve, you know? Like, you scroll down my Instagram and look at my art, and it's like, oh, I can tell, because like there's like an overarching like style to it, and theme and like color or like composition or whatever, but like elements change in it, whereas like a hyper realistic is like, okay, here's a portrait of a person, oh, here's a portrait of a dog. Like, you're doing just such boring shit. Yeah. Like, I'm like scrolling through, I'm just like a chore. Yeah. Whereas like I like to see people's interpretations of things. Right. You know? So.
Yeah. That was one of my more hotter takes, I think.
I agree. No, I completely agree.
Let me see if I have one more. I think I do. Oh. This one's really stupid. Do you have any more?
I do, but now that you laughed at it, I want to know what it is.
I said, if you never read fan fiction, I think you have bad pillow talk. And I'm not talking about the fan fictions that's like, I got sold to One Direction. I'm talking about the fan fictions that like should be a published book and just change the names, you know? Like, just beautifully written. Like, I've read some fan fictions where I literally like have to put it down and just be like, that was so beautiful.
Well, I think you're gonna have to suggest some, because I
only read fan fictions about anime men.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
No.
What did we start watching last weekend? No, 2 weekends ago.
The death of a magi, the bride of a magi, something with the death.
The ancient Magus Bride.
There we
Oh my
go.
god, you guys need to watch it. If you like romance anime, you should watch it.
Okay, yeah. Wait, this is kind of a good segue though. To the next.
Oh my god. Okay, so the ancient Magus Bride. A little bit of a spoiler, but it's like monster fucking.
Wait, we have to do the intro for the next.
Oh, so anyways, click on the next episode if you want to hear us talk about monster fucking.
Yes, but no. Yes and no. Okay, anyway. So, wait. I think I didn't... Okay. Yeah. I'm probably gonna keep... What's the intro song? What's the outro? That's the intro. Wait. Yeah, I don't remember. So...
Like, sucking dick and